Hi, my name is Missy, and I'm here to do the bullshit and the blessings. We're going to do a quick card this week, so we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. While I shuffle the cards, let's go ahead and get my disclaimer. So these readings are meant to be timeless and general in nature. If the details fit, they are meant for you. If they do not fit, please do not try to make them fit, as that will do more harm than good and is definitely not the intention. I am not a doctor, lawyer, or accountant. If you need advice in any of those areas, please consult a professional. Please do not do something simply because I suggest it in one of these videos. You are an adult who has responsibility for your own life. Please use that responsibility to your advantage. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get right into the reading. What I'm going to do is I'm going to choose 3 piles. I've got a couple of decks here. We're going to go ahead and get the cards ready. We'll let you go ahead and choose which pile you would like for yourself, and then we'll get into the reading. One more shuffle. Oh, I feel like we need to use the top of the deck. Give me a second because I'm not quite done choosing which ones I want. Apologize for that. I just needed to grab another deck. Go ahead and choose group 1, 2, or 3. Hello, group 1. How are you? Let's go ahead and look at your cards. So first we have Cauldron. Bewitching, yes it be, blink and you shall see a bubbling desire left in the brewing rain. And that's number 10. And then you've got Gold, attract abundance. Oh, interesting. So group number 1, yeah, it looks like you have been manifesting some sort of abundance. Let's look at your tarot cards. Okay, so we have the Page of Swords, the one that I call the bratty little kid that's always got to come in and jack some stuff up. Look at that, which causes heartbreak and pain. And then we've got the Eight of Wands. Look at that. Obviously, the kid with the scissors and the handprints is coming in to fuck some shit up. He's leaving a big old mess. Messing up the cake, trying to take a slice when he shouldn't take a slice, right? And then here comes, mom or whoever to clean up everything. Then we've got the Knight of Swords. A lot of swords in this energy, by the way. So this Knight of Swords is like, I love this particular card because you see the girls in the background. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. I hate this camera. Like, seriously. Oh my God, there it goes. As soon as I say I hate it. Okay, so you see, this is the Page of Swords. He's now grown into the knight, but he's still a bad boy. Only now he's getting attention for being the bad boy. And then you've got the Eight of Cups. And she looks like, oh my God, look at all the work that I just had to put in. And now I've got all these other 8 cups stacked up over here that I got to wash. I don't want to be doing any more of these dishes. I just want to leave them and walk away, right? So you might be manifesting something, but I think you're manifesting something that maybe could be a lot of work. Maybe it's not really something that you want. I don't know. Let's get these last 2 cards to see what's happening. Now you've got attainment and success with uncertainty and insecurity. Yeah, this is definitely energy of you are manifesting a relationship, and the relationship is with a person who is not yet mature. It's like with someone who's got a reputation for being a little bit of a bad boy, bad girl, whatever the case may be. So because I want to make this a quick video, I'm going to pull some charms, but we're going to do it with our chakra board. So let's just see what's happening with this here. We already know that that's what you're manifesting. You are manifesting a relationship with someone who is definitely not mature. This is someone who probably attracts a lot of attention for being a bad boy, which means, it's not someone that can be tamed. Maybe this is something that you really want. You've been working hard towards manifesting it, but I do think that it's going to be a lot of work, and you're ultimately going to end up having to walk away in the end in order to find what is left, what is missing, because that's the energy of the Eight of Cups. Like, you're trying to build this foundation of cups, and yet you don't have all of them. You don't have everything you need in order to make that foundation completely solid. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some charms to get a little bit more energy about what's happening for you. So as the way that I read this particular charm board is as you would the chakras. So this is going to be the moon and the sun, or the earth star and soul star chakra. This would be the root chakra. sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown. So let me go ahead and get some charms. I've recently made some letters to add to my charm box, so we'll go ahead and see how that plays out. All right. So we have the letters I, E, and H. So hi, he, you know, I guess those are the only two words, unless you know someone who has those initials in their name. But let's go ahead and start right here in the center, because this kind of looks like where most of the energy is concentrated right here, actually over the moon, or what I would call the divine feminine energy. Now, since we know that you're trying to manifest a relationship based on the cards here, and most likely this is a relationship with someone who's not as mature as they should be, or someone who has like a bad boy or bad girl reputation. So, you know, having all of this energy falling on top of the divine feminine totally makes sense for me. Now, what's interesting is that we do have the Leo charm sitting directly on top of the sun. And so, you know, the Leo is ruled by the sun. And so this is like a double Leo energy here. Maybe the masculine that you are dealing with is a Leo, because I do feel like this is masculine energy that's coming through, because it's being depicted in the cards as a bad boy twice, once in the Page of Swords and then again in the Knight of Swords. So maybe this bad boy does have a lot of Leo in their energy. That could be first thing. And I do have to point out, we do have a lot of like fiery energy as well, because we've got the lizard and a couple other things here. But let's go ahead and kind of look at these. So let's start with the baby carriage. So, you know, you could be dealing with children. You could have, like, this could be your child maybe who, well, you could have a child with this person, or this person could be acting like a child, basically, or there could be children involved in this situation. You could be a mother yourself. Also, that's kind of confirmed a little bit with the wolf, because the wolf is very, you know, divine feminine, nurturing energy. And then we have the number 11 domino that's sitting directly on top of the I love you charm. And so, you know, the number 11 is a master number. It is a number that has to do with mastery, but, you know, this particular domino has the numbers 5 and 6, which make up the number 11. So the number 5 has to do with change, and the number 6 does have to do with like Venusian energy, or the energy of love or money. So there could be like changes in terms of, you know, your finances or your relationships, you know, that are that bring mastery for you in this situation. But also the number 11 is like two ones together, so there's a partnership element attached to the number 11, or like two people coming together. Plus, when you add 11 together, 1 plus 1, it does come out to 2. So there is this sort of a partnership element happening here, but there are changes with it. Now, are those good or bad changes? I don't know. I do have to say that you're being asked to have faith because of the cross here. Maybe that's what it's saying, is like have faith. And also with the mermaid, it's like master your emotions. So again, 11 being a mastery, a number of mastery, all of this sitting on top of the moon, which has to do with like emotional, divine feminine energy. And then the thing that says have faith, right? There is like a childlike quality, or children, or something about immaturity attached to this, and mothering attached to this. But it's saying have faith. There are changes coming, and it is coming, you know, within a partnership. You have the lizard here with the root chakra. This is like very creative energy, and very fiery energy. So I'm not surprised to see it here at the root chakra, but I'm also not surprised to see it because you've got the Leo charm sitting on top of the sun. So really, like, it's saying your security comes from your creativity, like, or you create your own security. You don't need to look to outside yourself or to this divine masculine or to this particular masculine in order to gain security. The song Our Lips Are Sealed by the Go-Go's is playing in the background. Okay, so over the solar, oh, I apologize for bumping the camera again. Over the solar plexus chakra, we have the letter H. Actually, that's the solar plexus and sacral chakra, the letter H. And then we've got the microscope as well. So I feel like you need to pay attention to the details, especially the details of what it is that you, the actions that you are taking in particular, because this is falling over the solar plexus chakra. Also with the solar plexus, pay attention to what it is that you really want. Like, don't go along just because to keep the peace. Like, pay attention and speak up for what it is that you want. Also, I'm feeling like, you know, alphabets, A, E, I, O, U, like there's sort of this, there's something about like, or not the alphabet, it's the vowels, like the A, E, I, O, U. There's something about the steps or the value of each vowel, right? There's a sort of attached to this, like with like where I say don't go along, like really pay attention to what you want, right? So even though I'm saying vowels, it's like the value of the vowels, if that makes sense. So there's value to what you want. Also, that's how you keep the peace, because you have the angel of peace. By speaking up about what you truly want, that helps to keep the peace. You do have the justice charm with the two hearts, like literally to me, and this is sitting over the third eye. This is like a balanced relationship, right? Like you can intuitively see a balanced relationship. I just don't know if this is it, unless this person has gone through a lot of changes. Like maybe they are still a bad boy, but I don't know. There's insecurity attached to this over here. Even though there's some attainment and some unexpected success, there's any insecurity attached to it. So I don't know. Just pay attention to what you want and speak up about what you really want. That's important. Especially because look at, you've got the Berkana, you've got the baby carriage and the Berkana rune, which is the rune of birth, right? And that's sitting on top of right here where the solar plexus and the throat chakra were. So definitely speak up about what you want. That's the only way you're actually going to get it. And then you've got the letter I over here sitting over the throat and crown chakra. So, you know, this is about speaking out about something that you know, you already know, that you've already been thinking about, right? With the I there, like that could talk about like you, or maybe I as in your I, or just the letter I, like there's something that you already kind of know that you need to speak about that has to do with the letter I in some way, shape, or form. So I hope that resonates. If it does not, please stick around. There may be another reading for you here on the channel that does. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, whatever you can to help me get my channel out there as I'm new here. And I thank you for watching. Hello, group 2. Let's go ahead and look at your cards. We're going to separate them by pile. So first we have the broom. It says, what dreams may come from what you seek. Make room, make way, a clearing need be. Interesting. And then you've got magenta, connect to your deepest knowing, and that's card number 5. This is card number 8. So there are changes that need to take place in order for your abundance to come in, and they're asking you to make space for it. You need to clear something out, clean something away, get rid of something or get rid of someone in order for this abundance to come in. Okay. Oh, I hate this camera. Finally. Okay, I apologize for all the shaking. All right. Okay, so we have the Ace of Cups. So this is something joyful, something brand new, maybe a reconciliation with the Three of Cups. I can't help but see the baby there. Oh, the Five of Pentacles, hold on. So the Five of Pentacles is lack energy, and it's sitting right at the very center of this 5-card spread. So you're feeling rejected or left out of something. And then you've got the Ten of Wands and the Devil, and this is like overindulgent, burdensome, like heavy energy that has to do with like the 7 vices. You see she's smoking, there's pills here, there's cigarette, there's alcohol, there's food, you know, all of the excesses, right? That's like, it's a burden to carry. So, instantly, I kind of feel like that's what it's saying you need to cut out, is all of these excesses in your life that you know are not healthy for you, particularly if it's attached to like food or substance abuse or substance addiction. Look at, you've got health and condition with business and financial acumen. Actually, this is talking about, or an older man. This could be in relation to someone who is of the masculine energy. They don't have to be a man, but someone who carries masculine energy. Maybe you're a little bit concerned about their health, or they are concerned about their health. And so it's time to sort of detox from all of this stuff over here in order to bring in this abundance, blessing, or birth over here, okay? So that you can come out of this lack energy. Okay, so now that we've looked at the general energies of the reading, I'm actually going to pull some charms to get a few more details with my chakra board here. So let me get my camera adjusted again. And we'll pull some charms. So the way that I read this particular board, this is where we have divine feminine energy, divine masculine. This is the moon. This is the sun. This is also the earth star chakra. And this is the soul star chakra. This is the root chakra, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown. Interesting. I was trying to kind of spread them out, and you notice how everything came over here to this throat chakra area. So we do have some letters. We have the letter B, the letter D, the letter M, the letter J, and the letter V. And then you've got a lot of money. We've got $105 sitting in the upright, but you've got a $20 bill sitting in the reverse. So there's going to be much more to gain than you will to lose by speaking up about whatever this situation is right here. That's number one. We do have the Walking Dead and the I Love You charm. So, and that's sitting really here right next to this heart chakra. So maybe there's someone that you need to talk to them about a situation that they have going on that's not healthy, and it's going to actually do you a world of good to speak up rather than just stay quiet, especially because this particular piece of amethyst, I always call my butterfly amethyst, because it's got this little spot right there, that orange spot that kind of looks like a butterfly to me every time I look at it. So it's about transformation, right? You're speaking to them about some sort of changes that need to be made, that is going to benefit them, whoever this person is. And like I say, all of the energy is like right here in this throat chakra energy or throat chakra area next to the heart chakra. There's a little bit at the solar plexus. And the sacral being, oh look, the rune of joy, Wenjo, the rune of joy and happiness. So by doing this, that'll bring, happiness to this situation. There's the letter B over this divine feminine, or the moon, or the emotional. So maybe the divine feminine is attached to the letter B, or, something about this energy, the earth star chakra, like the connection to earth, or to Mama Earth, or to your mother, maybe attached to the letter B. We do have the moon. I love to call this my floral moon, because it just makes me feel so happy. And I love the fact that it came out with the rune of joy, where the rune of joy is sitting over the solar plexus, which is saying like, your actions bring you joy. But also this particular moon, I always see it as a joyful moon, and to have it sitting in the root chakra section, it's saying, your actions will bring you security, emotional security as well, by speaking up. Also, having Sagittarius charm, like you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, but this Sagittarius charm right here is saying like, speaking out, be generous, be generous, and be be open-minded, basically, but also you have to be very on point and detailed with this microscope. So I hope that resonates. If it does not, please stick around. There may be another reading for you here on the channel that does. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, whatever you can to help me get my channel out there, as I am new here, and I thank you for watching. Hello, group 3. Let me get my camera situated. It doesn't ever want to stay where I put it, though, for whatever reason. I've got to mess with it for a second. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into your reading real quick. See how it just keeps falling lower and lower? You see my bird disappearing right there because the stupid camera just falls. I know it's the stand that I have. I'll get it fixed at some point, but it's actually the little arm, the way the camera is built. It's got this thing that moves. Anyway. All right, so we've got rooted. It says, may you never fear the living ritual that is magical merged within the roots of your being, the soul of your soul, the soil of your soul. Let me read that again because that kind of confused me. May you never tear the living ritual that is magic merged within the roots of your being, the soil of your soul. So this is talking about like, oh, and then look, you've got actual soil right here with the color brown, established boundaries. This has to do with like, this feels very ancestral, like traditions and values and patterns that you would have learned, you know, in your family. It feels very, very, that's to me just very rooted in that, where it's saying don't get rid of those traditions, like maybe you want to cling on to those for whatever reason. Okay, look, you've got the Page of Pentacles. That damn bratty little kid is back. This deck has these bratty little kids in it. One is a Page of Swords where he's leaving handprints and he's running with scissors, and this one is the Page of Pentacles who's deciding to break everything. So here's the Page of Pentacles. Interesting, we have the song Lunatic by Upsal playing in the background. Okay, Page of Pentacles with the Lovers. Now look at, they look like they're driving off a cliff. So already there's sort of destructive energy coming in. Six of Wands, look at everybody else is kind of looking in on this situation and giving their opinion, obviously, with all the people looking in through the window. They're shocked. Some are pleasantly surprised. Others look just shocked by what they're seeing. But is it their business? I don't know. Look at Five of Cups. In this particular cup, all of those spilled martinis, they look like they've been thrown at her. So we're kind of seeing a pattern here where people are coming in and giving their opinion where it's not really needed. And then look, you've got the Three of Wands where she's like, I feel like she's saying, what, are you gonna talk shit, or are you gonna come in and help? I don't know. That's just how it feels. And I feel like this could be a family situation. Like maybe you've got something going on in your life and your family is like backseat driving when they really need to either help or shut up. Seriously, that's, I just got to call it the way I see it, and that's how it feels to me. And then look, you got valuable gift and friendship. Okay, so a good omen for financial income, such as money or an item of significant value, which could pertain to a loan, or a young male or female. I think this might be a friend who comes in to help you because your family isn't really doing it, to be honest. It feels like your family is coming in and they've got a lot to say, but maybe you've got friends on the side who are actually willing to come in. Because this is somebody waiting for reinforcements, waiting for help. And I think that reinforcement is going to come from your friends in some way. Yeah. I feel like it's saying don't change what you do because of other people's opinion. You have people who support you anyway. Okay, so let's go ahead and get your charms. Now that we've seen the general portion of the reading, let me get my camera situated. So the way I read this particular charm board, this is the Earth Star Chakra as well as the Moon and Divine Feminine energy. This is the Soul Star Chakra as well as the Sun and Divine Masculine energy. We have the Root Chakra, Sacral, Solar Plexus, Heart, Throat, Third Eye, and Crown. We have one letter that already jumped out of the box. So that letter just happens to be F. So let's see what else we get in terms of the letters. We've got T, O, K, U, R, B, A, and I. So just remember, most of these letters are coming over here next to where the throat chakra is. So maybe, if you're seeing the name of someone that you know, maybe you need to speak up or say something to them or about something that has to do with some of these letters. I'm actually going to move these out of the way so that I can see the other charms. Just remember that the letters are mostly falling in the area of the throat chakra, which means you need to speak up in some way. Okay. I'm going to actually line these up right here so that you can kind of see them on the side as well, so that you can watch and make up your own words if you need to. All right, so starting here in the center. Actually, let's start with the sun and this bird here. So I feel like there is a masculine energy in your life who is very nurturing, right? This is possibly a man who is very nurturing the way, and is probably a man who comes from their feminine energy. And I say that because this particular pin, the meaning that I always attach to it has to do with like mothers and, advice and information, talking to or getting communication from your mother, because this was something that belonged to my own personal mother. And so, having it in the reverse, I feel like it's saying that there's a masculine in your life who has feminine energy or is very nurturing, who's trying to give you advice on something that you are ignoring in some way. And so, like, maybe you need to pay attention to that. That's just number one. When we come over here to the divine feminine, we have the scales of justice, right? So it's very interesting. You're ignoring this masculine figure with this very good advice, and you're trying to be fair and just and balanced, but I don't think that it's quite so balanced. Like, maybe you have like fairness on your mind. You're trying to be fair and balanced, but I think you need to listen to this advice over here. We have the panther. Okay, so you're trying to be fair and balanced and stealthy in order to obtain security. Also, you've got this ballerina. So you're trying to be very stealthy and graceful and purposeful in your movements, in what you do, because you want to be very fair and balanced in what you're doing. Like, but there's some advice that you're not listening to. Okay. So this particular rune talks about like inner journeying. So with this advice that you're not listening to, I think there's more you can do, basically. You do have the car upside down, so there's no movement. Like, whatever the situation is, there's no movement, or there's no changing it yet. But there are solutions and answers coming that will bring joy with these two particular charms. And then over here, you're leaving this circus behind. Like, there is some security to be had because you're leaving this circus behind. This came out in the reverse. If it was in the upright, you would be entering the circus. But now the show is over. No more to be seen here. It's time to go home, right? So then let's come over here to what needs to be said. We have this particular key, which is the key to faith, okay? So when I bought this, like, I bought a couple of different charms in one trip. And so when I bought this, it came with this particular little card that talks about the key to faith is having trust in the Lord. Like, once you say your prayer, you have to trust that your prayers will be answered, right? And so coming out here where it's talking about where you need to speak up, I feel like, especially because, look, you've got this tree, you've got the sword, you have the broom, you also have the sun and clouds and the horseshoe. Now the horseshoe was upside down, so you're maybe feeling like you're not so lucky, but I do think there is luck to be had even though it was upside down. There's clarity coming in because the sun is coming up over the cloud and he's actually smiling too. If it would see. And then you've got this charm that says, give a girl the right shoes and she can conquer the world. It's a Marilyn Monroe quote. So I feel like it's saying, look, you already have everything that you need. Or you already have all of the information that you need in order to bring balance and fairness to this situation, bring joy and security to this situation, right? But there are people and things that you need to maybe cut out of your life or clean out of your life, possibly even family members that you need to cut out of your life in some way. But that this brings like abundance, and it's like change and abundance with this $5 bill, and then there's more abundance over here. So like literally once you speak up about whatever this is, right, because you already have the information, you just need to convey that information to someone else, but you're trying to be fair. And I feel like you need to speak up about how you feel, especially if you've got family members that are coming in and giving their 2 cents where it's not needed. Maybe you need to tell them to mind their own business, set your boundaries, leave your boundaries there. Don't change your ways at all, just because they're coming in and saying things. Like, you keep doing you, but set your boundaries, speak up. All of this energy right here is saying speak up, and it's all very positive energy when you do. Set your boundaries and keep them, and you probably have a friend who will help you with that because of this particular set of cards right there on the corner. So I hope that resonates. If it does not, please stick around. There may be another reading for you here on the channel that does. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, whatever you can to help me get my channel out there, as I'm new here, and I thank you for watching.